नमस्कार दोस्तों। तो आज हम लेकर चलते हैं आपको स्पेन के सफ़र पर। तो क्या आप तैयार हैं द वर्ल्ड ट्रेवल के जर्नी में? हूँ आपका दोस्त दीप चेतन जी। चलिए शुरू करते हैं।
Embracing what it's like to live on board a boat. We started our journey in Spain, but for the last 3 days we've travelled from Mallorca to Corsica in France. It has been a 72-hour journey, taking turns on the helm as we ventured across the Mediterranean Sea, which is our biggest crossing yet. So we cannot wait for some serious rest when we arrive. So I thought,
दूध मांगोगे तो खीर देंगे, वीडियो को लाइक नहीं करोगे तो खीर नहीं देंगे। लाइक करो जिसको चाहिए।
where we sleep. And then I'm here to answer some of your questions on the bow, like how did we get here, how did we save up, and our future plans ahead of the new year.
क्यों मज़ा आ रहा है ना? तो क्रिस्टियन से आगे भी सुनते हैं कि क्या उनका जर्नी रहा, कैसा रहा, स्पेन का टाइम एक्सपेंड किया उन्होंने। तो चलिए उन्हीं से सुनते हैं।
Well, good morning. This is where we sleep on our boat. She's a huge queen bed. It is ridiculously comfortable. And we are in the main cabin, which is all the way at the bow of the boat. And our bedroom is pretty big. We're in the master.
So we have a total of 4 cabins on the boat and each has its own ensuite. So 2 are at the rear, our main cabin is right about here, and the captain's quarters is up at the bow.
I have to say, being on board this boat literally feels like a hotel. It's so big. Yes, this is where we sleep, right here. Obviously we have the reading lights as well, which is great. We've got this awesome headboard, and we also have some space under the bed. But I'll show you some of the little features that we have on board that make it as snug as a bug in a rug. Let's begin our tour of our bedroom. Starting off with our windows, we have 3 on board around the sides, and we also have 2 on the roof. And when there are mosquitoes around, we have the blinds can open like this, and these protect us from any of the bugs. So we have these locks on them, and we just open them up, and then you pull over the hatch. This little area allows me to put down little items next to my side of the bed. If you've just joined us, we are on board a Genoa 55 and we're sailing her around the Western Med.
In our last episode, we crossed over from Spain to France and we're going to be arriving any minute. The citadel of Bonifacio is right on our horizon.
One of my favourite things about sleeping on board this boat is the fact that we actually have aircon, and we're able to use it when we're at sea because we have a generator on board. But when we're on land and we're tied up to a marina, we just plug in the outlets and we can have the aircon running throughout the boat for as long as we like. It's a real luxury. And the other great thing about having the aircon is that you can have a dehumidifier, so when it gets moist in here, you can just turn the dehumidifier on. Dehumidifies the boat and keeps all the cabinetry really dry. So we've never really had an aircon on board our boat before. Back on Tucana, we had the bare essentials. So on this boat that
तो जैसा कि क्रिस्टीना ने बताया कि समुद्र में जर्नी उन लोगों का कितना का लग्जरियस है, प्लस में कितना मेहनत से उन लोग सफ़र कर रही हैं और अपने अनुभव को साझा करते हुए और भी बहुत सारे बताएंगी। लेकिन पहले आपसे कुछ ना कुछ बात गुफ्तगू कर लिया जाए। इसमें आप देख सकते हैं कि टीवी है और उसके बाद ये टीवी के बारे में और अपने समुद्री जर्नी के बारे में बताएंगे और कैसा लग्जरियस लाइफ इनको जीने में मज़ा आता है और इन्होंने स्पेन कैसा एक्सपेंड किया, कैसा एक्सपीरियंस किया, इन सभी बातों को ये बताएंगी।
yeah, we don't really watch much TV, but sometimes we do like putting our feet up. This is the master cabin, which means we have our master head. So if you need to go to the bathroom during a night or before a night when you're brushing your teeth.
This crossing meant we were literally off grid for 3 days. So no reception and no connection to the outside world.
It's hard to be able to get a little deposit for a unit or a townhouse. The one thing that John always really talked about, and I think that rings really true, time is money. And so that is why we tried to save as much money as we could throughout our 20s so that we could essentially like buy back time and not stuck in the rat race. We really tried to turn back the clock and save as many pennies as we could while we were younger. I guess this isn't like financial advice, it's just our thoughts around saving. remember when we used to go to like the shopping centres, I would always want to get like a juice. Hank, I want some juice. And I would wait until we would go home so we could drink water just to save that $7. You know, we sacrificed that urge to spend that dopamine hit to buy that outfit, to buy that handbag. I remember when I was at university, I spent months and months doing work experience at different TV stations before I was able to land my first job.
The Gold Coast Airport's $100 million redevelopment.
I then was in my career as a TV journalist for like 11 years before we ended up buying Takana.
What?
Fortunate, but right now we don't have a boat and we're currently able to experience this beautiful boat with Jano, which we are so appreciative of, to be on this gorgeous 55.
तो इन्होंने बताया जैसा कि इनका कैसा जर्नी शुरू हुआ और किस किस तरीके से इन्होंने अपना यहाँ तक का सफ़र पूरा किया है, चूँकि ये पहले रिपोर्टर भी रह चुकी हैं और अभी ट्रेवलर के तौर पे काम कर रही हैं, जो कि बहुत ही सराहनीय काम है। और आशा करते हैं आप लोगों को ये कन्वर्सेशन पसंद आ रहे होंगे, इसमें आपको बोरियत महसूस नहीं हो रही है। तो चलिए आगे इन्हीं के बात सुनते हैं, देखते हैं क्या बोलती हैं और कैसा एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करती हैं हमारे साथ।
It's my livelihood, it's where I do my voiceovers, it's where I create my YouTube videos. As long as I've got my suitcase and my laptop, I'm good.
Right on the horizon, you can see Bonifacio. After 72 hours of sailing across the Mediterranean Sea, we've made it. It's our biggest crossing yet.
Okay, are we ready?
And we're finally going to step foot on land again. This time, it's going to be France, a new country for us.
Change his flag as well.
A new country that we've never sailed to before. But before our arrival, we're taking down the code 0.
So we'll put away all those lines, wrap it up and put it back down into the captain's quarters or the anchor locker.
It has a large surface area that captures the wind.
Oh my gosh, check this out. Oh, what?
And it allowed us to sail here when we were experiencing calmer winds along the way. By the way, does anyone else close these hatches with their feet?
Dad, how salty is everything?
So salty.
And if you're out from Bonifacio now, and the water is just like a swimming pool. Should be a nice few days. I think the weather is supposed to be pretty calm, so it should be nice. Just cleaning up the boat, getting ready to tie up and go sightseeing in Bonifacio, which is good. Looking forward to it.
This is just absolutely stunning. There are not many days that you get quite like this that are just calm.
So let's go over the plan together, where we're going to stay for the night and how much is it going to cost us.
So once you get off the loo, babe, we'll have a debrief with everybody. No one wants to see that. It's going to hide that starboard hole.
We're going to get in about 5 o'clock. Do you guys want to go straight to the marina?
We have decided to book a marina for 2 nights. It is eye-wateringly expensive. It's more than €200 a night. So we're going to make the most of it. We're going to show you around the town and the city, take you to all the little best places.
Bonifacio is known for its location, atop white limestone cliffs. The citadel, a fortress converted now into a town, overlooks the Strait of Bonifacio, which separates Corsica from the island of Sardinia.
I cannot wait to turn that corner. Oh my gosh. We are just putting all the fenders on, ready to make our way into Port di Bonifacio. So there is a lot of traffic. The AIS is going crazy. We might even have to turn it off in a second. Just got to put the 360 camera on.
Deep into your
Oh my gosh, this is absolutely spectacular. This is like the best arrival into Bonifacio. I know the sails aren't up, okay. But seriously, this is pure magic.
I wish I could stop time and stay.
दूध मांगोगे तो खीर देंगे, वीडियो को लाइक नहीं करोगे तो खीर नहीं देंगे। लाइक करो जिसको चाहिए।
Oh my gosh, look at this super yacht. Oh wow guys, we have officially made it to France. Ah, I know, we're in France. I can't believe we're in France.
So proud.
You would never know approaching it that there's a giant waterway and marina in there.
I know, I am literally so excited to turn around that corner. I have no idea what to expect.
First international boat trip.
I know.
Well, let's see. We got to tie up first.
I have made playlists for you. Otherwise, let us know if you've watched them all. We will be back in a few weeks to officially reunite here in Bonifacio after our little recharge. Happy New Year, guys. Thanks for an epic year.
तो धन्यवाद क्रिस्टीना, जो आपने अपना महत्वपूर्ण समय दिया और अपने जर्नी का हमें भागीदार बनाया और अपना अनुभव हमारे साथ शेयर की, और इसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और हमारी टीम की तरफ से भी। और आशा करते हैं कि आप यूं ही जीती रहे, मुस्कुराती रहे और हमारे साथ आगे भी जर्नी अपनी शेयर करती रहे।